So DJ Wagner pledges to Kentucky yesterday. That gives Kentucky number 1 in 24/7 Sports, number 2 in Justin Edwards, number 6 in Aaron Bradshaw, number 9 in Robert Dillingham, and that's just the start. 4 of the top 9. So Jeff Goodman, DJ Wagner commits. Your immediate reaction?
I don't know if DJ Wagner is the right fit with this group. That's my immediate reaction. I've seen DJ Wagner play a good amount, and he's tough. He's a big, strong scoring guard, more of a 2 guard, and a lower efficiency guy. And playing with Robert Dillingham is what I'm worried about, because I think both of those guys need the ball in their hands. Neither are great perimeter shooters. And in this day and age, what do you need more than anything? You better have guys who can shoot the hell out of the ball. Now, I love Edwards and I love Bradshaw. I really like both of them. I honestly feel like I would have rather, and I don't even know. Listen, C.J. Frederick's going to be back next year. Reeves is going to be back next year. I would rather go with those 2 dudes as my wing duo who can shoot the hell out of it and will have experience, rather than bring on DJ Wagner, who's going to dominate the basketball. Again, call me crazy, but just accumulating talent does not always equate to winning at the highest level and winning a national title.
And accumulating freshman talent.
Yeah. Just, again, it's about the fit.
I think the big thing about this year's class, the 2023 recruiting class, is that it is not the same level of class as we saw in 2019.
That too.
That we saw in 2013. Right? I don't know I think DJ Wagner is a very good player. If you are expecting him to come in and be the kind of lead guard to average 22 points and carry a team to a national title, I just don't think that he's that level of player. I don't think Robert Dillingham is that level of player. And I just don't think there's anyone.
The gap from 1 and DJ Wagner being ranked number 1, I have a little bit of an issue with, but whoever it is, there's no clear-cut number 1. And from 1 to 20, TJ Power is 20-ish, 25.
Yeah, that's how old he is.
You could make a case TJ Power, who's going to Duke next year, is as good, if not better, than DJ Wagner. Easily, you could make that case. He was better. He was clearly better at the Peach Jam.
I just want to know if DJ Wagner got cut off his grandpa's Christmas list.
If he got what?
If he got cut off the Christmas list.
Grandpa,
from
too.
Grandpa.
I mean, Grandpa, there's no way Grandpa's buying him anything now.
Ever again.
It's
or
sad.
unless Kentucky hires him, maybe. You never know what could happen. But
can we just talk about the fact that Goodman said DJ Wagner and TJ Power's as good as or better than DJ Wagner?
Yes. I will absolutely say it. I'll look in the camera and say it. TJ, if you give me a choice, I would rather have TJ Power than DJ Wagner, because TJ Power is that new age, versatile forward who can do absolutely everything. He can shoot it. He can put it on the floor. He plays his ass off. So does DJ. Okay. They both play their ass off. But what TJ Power does, he shoots the hell out of the ball.
Why do you disagree?
You're talking about a guy that's a role player versus a star lead guard, right?
But
I think TJ.
You think DJ Wagner's going to be a star?
I think that he's going to come in and probably average like 14 points and 4 assists. And I don't think that TJ Power is going to go to Duke and average.
Not after Oscar comes back for a 6th year for NIL.
Hey, look, you may be right.
Right? That could happen.
You may be right.
I mean, he should. He's going to make $3 million. He ain't making $3 million next year playing pro.
He should.
That's true.
100%.
I would go as long as I could. As many years of eligibility.
And that's part of why the NIL is so good, because these great players are staying in the college game longer, which is what we all want at the end of the day. I personally want that.
It would be a good business decision for Oscar Tshiebwe to stay in college as long as you can.
And he needs to as well, because he has to send the money back to his family in Africa, and that's been a huge reason as to why he's staying in the college basketball right now.
Yep.
Let me say this from the tap in Indianapolis. Okay, glasses are off. It is in the very place that the NCAA headquarters are located, the very city, that I say the very thing that the NCAA was concerned about for years that would greatly jeopardize / maybe end their existence is the very thing that they are now going to be better for, both in brand, television revenue, and all that Scrooge McDuck coinage.
We've been saying this forever, Fanta. We've been saying this forever. You want to keep the best players in college? Make sure that they have a financial. Don't make it be a financial reason to go pro. right? Yeah. Make it so that, like, look, I want to go get that guaranteed contract. Oh, look, I'm going to be a lottery pick. Oh, look, you know what? I just don't like college. I don't like going to class.
Well,
don't make it be a financial reason. And right now, for the best players in America, it's not a financial reason.
Right.
You can make 7 figures at a lot. How many schools are to have kids making 7 figures on NIL?
Well, for hoop, I don't know. Only a few. Only a few right now for hoop. But for football, it's
How many
a
of them
bunch.
have making mid to high 6 figures?
Yeah. I mean,
A lot of them.
bunch.
And it's going to grow over the next 5
And
years.
it's going to
Sure,
grow.
Yeah.
exactly.
Because it's going to have
thing.
to, because you're going to have teams
They're
go
competing
to
with
their
themselves.
boosters and say, hey, I'm trying to recruit against so-and-so.
Exactly.
It's going to be a Jimbo Fisher, Nick Saban thing all over basketball edition. Let's go, baby.
Hopefully we don't have too many Jimbo Fishers in college basketball.
I mean,
So
yikes.
Jonah says, and we've talked about this too, but I want to get your reaction. Jonah says everybody is recruiting from the same pool of players. You can't fault Kentucky for getting the best. Would you be downplaying DJ Wagner if he went to Louisville?
No, not at all. Here's why, Jonah. Louisville doesn't have any guards. They need DJ Wagner. Kentucky already has Robert Dillingham and Edwards. It's about fit. They have C.J. Frederick and Reeves. So Louisville needs anybody with a pulse right now who can score the basketball. Kentucky, you're talking about fitting a guy in to what is already a good team, and you're already bringing in. And I like Dillingham. I just don't think I like Wagner with Dillingham. Maybe I'll be wrong. I've been wrong plenty in the past, but we'll see.
Can it get worse at Louisville?
How can it get worse?
It can't get
How
any
can
worse.
it get worse than it is right now, which is you can't win your bye games. You can't get DJ Wagner after hiring his grandfather. You can't get NIL. You can't get any players out of the portal. You got no guards. Your backup point guard is a rapper's kid who is at Tennessee State. I mean, this is
You're
bad.
looking at the-
It
can
is
you look
that
at the
they
right
hired-
decision,
bad.
please?
He's like
All
Dumb
right,
and Dumber.
sorry.
You got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling
they
off.
hired a kid's grandpa
Yeah,
and couldn't
didn't get the
him.
kid.
You know what I'm talking about?
Great
Didn't get the
reference.
kid.
They couldn't get him. What you were say it again?
No, I was saying it's like in Dumb and Dumber. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Louisville fans.
You know what'll make it worse?
Megan
You know
McEwen.
what'll make it worse
like
for
right
for Louisville fans? If this Kentucky team goes and wins the national title.
Oh my goodness! No, it's a mess right
So
now.
by the way, for all
Well, can I make one
Yeah, go
one
ahead,
clarifying
Robert.
point
Yes.
for Jonah? Like we are not saying that if you're Kentucky, you shouldn't go try to get DJ Wagner because of the familial ties and everything. You want to be able to stockpile as much talent as you need.
I guess.
What we are saying is like you're probably already going to be a top 5 team. Does bringing DJ Wagner in
Make you better.
make you the national
Give you a
title
better
favorite?
chance to
Or
win
does
the
it
whole
create
thing.
potential issues because now all of a sudden you might have 2 top 10 players playing the same position?
I'm
And,
sorry.
like, I think
getting
that's
the
what
number
we're,
one player in a recruiting class doesn't give you a worse chance.
no. But what I'm saying is,
Chemistry
what
does
we're
mean
saying.
something.
It's true.
Fanta,
But
Fanta. Here's
I don't
the
know about
difference.
that.
If Louisville gets him, that is a season-changing kind of addition. Whereas when Kentucky gets him, it's like, yeah, they're already going to be good. How much does this actually help? You know what I mean? We're not saying
And if you're
that
DJ
Kentucky's not
Wagner,
going to be good.
why wouldn't you go? I mean, I know why, because of Nike, but why wouldn't you go to Louisville where you can be the guy, average 15, 17 points a game, have the ball in your hands all the time, and then go to the league? Where at Kentucky next year, Calipari, listen, the problem for Cal, he coached DeJuan Wagner, right, at Memphis. He's going to feel an obligation to play DJ because you got to make sure your number one player gets playing time, right, Megan?
Yeah.
And it's going to cost somebody else minutes that, to me, can do this.
Well, that's a huge part of it because, as we know, the way the game's going, you have to be able to shoot the ball. It's just the way the NBA, you've seen it all over. It doesn't matter if it's men's or women's basketball. You got to be able to shoot now to draw defenses out. You're going towards positionless basketball now, and that's what teams want. But this isn't a problem Kentucky has never had before. I mean, they constantly get
Good
in
point.
top recruiting classes year in and year out. So it's not as if Cal hasn't proven that he
But they
can
fit
handle
better
all
together.
of the
They
egos.
fit better, like Ulyss and Jamal Murray fit together.
Sure, it's like
John
pairing
Wall
a
and
fine wine
Bledsoe
and a
did.
cheese. Sure, but
Right.
maybe this can still be a good pairing. We just don't
Maybe.
know yet if
Yeah.
they can get the egos in check, which I think will be a huge issue besides positions.
You know what's so funny? The same guy in seat 8B on the United Plane.
Our guy.
After breaking down everything with the freshman class, he goes, but at the end of the day, I want to see what we bring back. I'm like, there you go.
Right. All right, that's more important. And you're going to bring back C.J. Frederick, and you're going to bring back Reeves. Where are they going? They're not going to the pros. They're going to be there. Are they going to get buried by is Dillingham and Wagner? There's only 40 minutes in a game. Like, how are you going to do this? How are you going to be able to put those shooters on the court if Dillingham is going to play 28
Well, here's
and
the
Wagner's
answer.
going to play 28?
Here's the
You can't
answer.
not
You have
play
to
CJ
embrace
Frederick.
playing 3 guards and 4 around 1. And if what Cal's plan is I'm going to play these 2 guards together. Basically, he's going to have 4 guys for 3 spots.
He's also got Reed
Shepard coming in,
Shepard.
but he's another shooter. So
I
if you
know,
have 5
I know.
guys for 3 spots, and each of those guys are getting 25 minutes a game, you can make it work. And then it's the kind of thing where it's like you're going to get your turn in the first half. Whoever's got the hot hand, you're going to get your minutes in the second
Chris
half.
Livingston definitely gone? We already have him gone?
You could play him at the 4. Like what I'm saying is like all of a sudden now you can have 8 or 9 guys deep, and then the time will work itself out. If you're winning playing DJ Wagner and Robert Dillingham 35 minutes a game, you keep doing it. If you're losing games, but if you're losing games, then what you do is like, okay, then we'll put Antonio Reeves at the 2 and CJ Frederick at the 3.
Guess.
So you have different
If
lineups
they
you
go to
can
the
use.
Final Four
It's
this
the
year
same.
with playing these 2 guys who can shoot the ball a lot of minutes, even 20, splitting 40.
Let's talk about why are we talking about next year?
Because we're talking about DJ Wagner.
Why are we talking about next year?
Let's
talk about this year's team.
We wanted to do a recruiting segment, which is now completed.
we just wanted Goodman to have the chance to troll Kentucky fans because that's what he's best at.